Madurani's traditional cloth called sakera.
And I am also wearing traditional clothes from Java, Javanese cloth. This is called by kebaya.
And the opening ceremony is going to start. We also would like to inform you that this opening ceremony is live streaming on Humas Unisma official YouTube channel. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Peace be upon you all. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wabihi nasta'in. Wa ala umurid dunya waddin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin. Sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin. Wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Amma ba'du. Our very warm welcome to distinguished speakers. Professor Dr. Jane Dormer from Taylor University, USA. Dr. Megan Bird from Taylor University, USA. Also, Ibu Ludia and all students from TESOL program of Taylor University, USA.
His Excellency, the Dean of Faculty Teacher Training and Education, the Associate Professor Hasan Busri, and all the 5 deans. The convener of the English Education Department, the Assistant Professor Eko Suhartoyo, and all faculty members, participants, and the guests. First of all, let's thanks to Almighty God Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has given us mercies, blessings, and golden chance so that we can gather here without any obstacles. Secondly, salawat and salam may always belong to the noble prophet of Islam, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the great reformer who has changed the backward culture to the right civilizations, which is full with sciences, technology, and high responsibility, and also for his household, his companions, and for his faithful followers who strive in Allah, religion of Islam.
The honorable speakers, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for gathering here with us.
And welcome to the grand opening of Guest Lecture and Cultural Exchange 2023, hosted by English Education Department, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Universitas Islam Malang, in collaboration with Taylor University, USA.
Please give applause. My name is Mahabatul Afiqah and my partner
Imam Ali Maksum Ghazali.
It becomes an honor for us to be here as your master of ceremony in this important agenda. Guest lecture and cultural exchange is an annual event held by English Education Department to empower students' knowledge of English and its teaching and language, as well as to know about Indonesian and also foreign culture. Ladies and gentlemen, let's commence this opening ceremony by reciting a prayer based on our beliefs. Thank you very much.
The next agenda is singing National Anthem of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya, and continued by Mars Subhanul Waton, Mars FKIP. To all the audiences, please kindly be standing.
الإيمان ولا تكن من الغرمان انهضوا على الوطن يا للوطن يا للوطن يا للوطن حب الوطن من الإيمان ولا تكن من الغرمان انهضوا على الوطن Indonesia بلادي أنت عنوان الفخامة كل من يأتيك يوما قومي هيا القاسمة كل من يأتيك يوما قومي هيا القاسمة hati wahai tanah airku, cintamu dalam imanku, jangan halangkan nasibmu, bangkitlah hai bangsaku, usahkah hati wahai tanah airku, cintamu dalam imanku, jangan halangkan nasibmu, bangkitlah hai bangsaku. Indonesia negeriku, engkau panji martabatku. Siapa datang mengancammu, kan binasa di bawah tulimu. Siapa datang mengancammu, kan binasa di bawah tulimu.
Sivitas FKIP Unisma, tugas guru Indonesia, siap mengabdi pada Ibu Pertiwi, aswaja terpati sanubari. Insan Sivitas FKIP Unisma, tugas guru Indonesia, siap mendidik generasi bangsaku, berbakti berkarya untuk nusa. Majulah selalu, jayalah selalu, bersama FKIP Unisma. Insan Sivitas FKIP Unisma, tugas guru Indonesia, pahlawan pendidik masa depan kita, berjuang berkhidmat untuk umat. Majulah selalu, jayalah selalu, bersama FKIP Unisma. Majulah selalu, jayalah selalu, bersama FKIP Unisma.
Please kindly be seated.
Continuing to the next agenda is reciting Salawat Nuril Anwar together. Sallu ala Nabi Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Nuril Anwar wa sirril asrari wa tiryakil aghyar wa miftahi babil yasari sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadinil Mukhtar wa alihil adhari wa ashabihil akhyar adada ni'amillahi wa ifdali adada ni'amillahi الضالين.
Thank you very much.
Now we are continuing to the next agenda, and it is the opening speech by the convener of English Education Department. Please welcome to the Assistant Professor Eko Suhartoyo.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable Dean Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Bapak Dr. Hasan Busri MPD, Honorable Ibu Wakil Dekan 1 or Vice Dean 1, Ibu Dr. Sri Wahyuni MPD, Honorable Ibu Wakil or Vice Dean 2, Ibu Dr. Sunismi MPD, Honorable Bapak Wakil Dekan 3 FKIP or Vice Dean 3, Bapak Dr. Hamidin MPD, all the invited lecturers of Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, especially from English Education Department, all the invited students from Taylor University, USA, Honorable Professor Dr. Jan Dormer from Taylor University, USA, and also Ibu Dr. Megan Bird from Taylor University, USA. Welcome to Universitas Islam Malang, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Indonesia. First of all, let's praise to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the Almighty God who has given us healthy so that we can gather together on this special occasion, guest lecture and cultural exchange 2023. Secondly, let's address salawat and salam to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the lightness by Islamic religion. Today, I am the convener of English Education Department. It's an honor for us to welcome you, to invite you and to host you in this Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, especially in Usman Mansur Hall, FKIP Universitas Islam Malang. First, I would like to thank to the Dean and Vice Dean 2, Ibu Dr. Sunismi, for the support so that our occasion be held today. Hopefully it will run smoothly until the end. Thank you, Ibu. And secondly, I would like also address my thank to Ibu Ludia. Ibu Ludia has been communicating with me privately, whether it is in email or in WA, WhatsApp. Thank you, Ibu, to make also this occasion be happen today. As we know that from the opening, we can see that this is our culture. This is Universitas Islam Malang culture. Every occasion, whether it is formal or informal, we can see that from the early beginning, we always sing our national anthem, Indonesia Raya, to show our pride being Indonesian citizen. And then the second one is singing along, reciting Salawat, what is that? Subhanul Waton, Mar Subhanul Waton. This is, our university is under the Nahdlatul Ulama party, so that we sing that Subhanul Waton Mars to show the effort of our ancestor leaders, Islamic leaders, so that their spirit will bring to us. And then the third we sing Mars FKIP, that is Mars of our faculty, Ibu. So we can see that this is our culture, and then also later after the guest lecture, we will come to the cultural exchange. We have prepared our national clothes, and then on the back of this building, you can see the cultural thing that we have displayed on the back. Yeah, we are so happy having you today, Ibu. Thank you very much. I am, as the convener of English Education Department, will also address my gratitude to the all committee so that this occasion will run smoothly. Thank you very much. Wallahul muwaffiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much. Please give applause for the amazing speech from Mr. Eko Suhartoyo as the convener of English Education Department, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Universitas Islam Malang.
Continuing to the opening remarks and also officially open the guest lecture and cultural exchange 2023. The Excellency, the Dean of Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Universitas Islam Malang, the Associate Professor Hasan Busri. You are respectfully welcome.
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahilladzi khalaqal mauta wal hayata liyabluwakum ayyukum ahsanu amala. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma shalli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa amman tabi'ahum bi ihsan ila yaumiddin. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wakhlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli, amma ba'du. Honorable Vice Dean 1, Ibu Dr. Sri Wahyuni MPD, Vice Dean 2, Ibu Dr. Sunismi MPD, Vice Dean 3, Bapak Dr. Hamidin MPD, Honorable the Head of English Education Department, Bapak Kandidat Dr. Eko Suhartoyo MPD, amin, 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 Allahumma amin. And respectable the guest lecture and cultural exchange, Ibu Profesor Dr. Jean Dormer at Taylor University from USA, Ibu Dr. Megan Batch at Taylor University from USA, especially Ibu Ludia terima kasih luar biasa supportnya kepada Unisma. Sudah kesekian kalinya datang ke Unisma, Ibu. And the committee of the program, member, teacher, student, and all participants of this lecture and cultural exchange. Alhamdulillah wa syukurillah, in this good opportunity, let's thank to our Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, because this morning English Education Department, Faculty of Teacher Training in Education, Universitas Islam Malang, can hold guest lecture and cultural exchange and MOU signing between English Education Department, Faculty of Teacher Training in Education, Universitas Islam Malang, and Taylor University, USA. Mudah-mudahan membawa berkah. Amin. On behalf of Universitas Islam Malang and Faculty of Teacher Training in Education, I am glad to welcome to Professor Dr. Jean Damer and Ibu Dr. Mirgan Bates, as well as all participants of this quiz lecture, cultural exchange organized by English Education Department, Faculty of Teacher Training in Education Unisma. We are honored to have you here, and I hope you have wonderful time here. Faculty of Teacher Training in Education, Universitas Islam Malang, have been growing to elaborate network both national and international level through some collaboration like guest lecture program today. Hopefully, everyone can get the best and valuable experience from this guest lecture program. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you very much for all who have attended this guest lecture program. That's all the speak from me. And by saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I declare the guest lecture program and culture exchange and MOU signing between FKIP Unisma and Taylor University is open. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Wallahul muwaffiq ila thariq. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we are moving to MOU signing between the English Education Department, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Universitas Islam Malang, and Taylor University, United States of America. We invite the Assistant Professor, Mr. Eko Suhartoyo, guided by the Dean and all vice deans to take up positions. And also we invite Professor Dr. John Dormer, guided by Dr. Megan Bird and Ibu Ludia, to go to MOU signing table. For your informations, This signing is about the cooperation between English Education Department and Taylor University is respect of increasing education, community service, and research. Kindly give applause. The next agenda is giving the certificates. The next agenda is giving the certificates for 2 speakers, and it will be delivered by the Dean, Faculty Teacher Training and Education, Bapak Dr. Hasan Busri. And then will be photo session. And then giving the souvenirs. And then giving certificates from the Vice Dean 1 to Professor Megan Bert.
And then giving a token appreciation from Vice Dean 2.
And now giving the souvenirs by the Convener of English Education Department, Vice Dean, I'm so sorry, by Vice Dean 3, Bapak Dr. Hamidin. And then for giving the souvenirs to Ibu Ludia, the Convener of English Education Department, the Assistant Professor Eko Suhartoyo. And we invite all lecturers and foreign students from, and then we invite for the first, for all students from Taylor University to take pictures together. I hope to come forward and then take pictures together to all students of Taylor University. And then we invite all lecturers to take a photo sessions on the stage.
1, 2, 3. Once again. Once again. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah. And all the participants, we hope for standing up and then take picture together, face to the
The
stage.
stage.
Okay, please make a good lines. And then we take picture again with all the participants and face to the stage.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, once again, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, once more, once more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, everyone, thank you very much. Thank you for our lecturers and our speakers and also students from Taylor University, USA. Please back to your positions.
Please have a seat, everyone. And for the next, giving souvenir from Professor Jan Domer to the Convener of English Education Department, Mr. Eko Soehartoyo. Please give a big applause. Thank you very much for all the propositions and the MOU. May this MOU will be benefit from both institutions, Universitas Lamalang and Taylor University.
The next agenda is reciting prayer by the Associate Professor Alvan Zuhairi. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to get more blessing for Allah, our God, let's pray for a moment And for a Muslim, would you please to start with Al-Fatiha, and then for all the audience can pray based on your faith. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Al-Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله نستعين على أمور الدنيا والدين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين اللهم ربنا صغارا كما ربياني صغيرا اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا واهدنا سبل السلام اللهم إنا نسألك الحكمة ونسألك علما نافعا اللهم بارك لنا في من هديت وعافنا في من عافيت وتولنا في من توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا شر ما قضيت ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Thank you very much.
The honorable speakers, ladies and gentlemen, we have finished to the opening ceremony for this guest lecture and cultural exchange, and without further ado, now we are continuing to the next agenda, that is to hear the distinguished speakers.
This session will be delivered by the Professor Dr. John Donmar from Taylor University, USA, and Dr. Megan Bird from Taylor University, USA, and the Honorable Dr. Zulfikri, MPD. I please you to guide this session. For Dr. Zulfikri, MPD, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalatu wassalamu ala asrofil mursalin wa ala nabiyyina Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam amma ba'du. Rabbi shrahli sadri wa yassirli amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Dear ladies and gentlemen, again welcome to guest lecture and cultural exchange hosted by University of Islam Malang, especially by English Education Department and Taylor University, USA. First, let me introduce my name. I'm Zulfikri. I'm very happy and a great honor for me to be the moderator of this agenda. Yeah, let me inform you that before coming to further agenda, we would like to have two distinguished keynote speakers. They are Prof. John Darmer and Dr. Megan Beard. Both of them are professors in TESOL from Taylor. Where plan or assessment in language learning. Now, without further ado, let's invite the first keynote speaker, Dr. Professor Chen Dormer, and would you please come to the stage and give her a round of applause. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, the second speaker is also a professor at Taylor University in TESOL department. She is Dr. Megan Beard. And let's welcome and give her a round of applause to our guest speakers. Please come to stage. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me inform you how this program is organized. The two presenters will present their interesting and insightful topics on assessment and lesson planning. And then after around 1 hour for both presenters, we will have kind of discussion and Q&A session. And I believe that all of you have already received the handout. These are the material for our agenda today in guest lecturers' presentation. Now, first of all, Prof. Chen Dormer, please present your insightful and interesting lesson planning. Let me tell you that all of them are students of English department in education and training programs. So I believe that they need such kind of material from you, I think. Okay, now without further ado, please, the time is yours to present that insightful topic.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, what microphone? This one? This one? Okay. Hello, everyone. It's good to be here with you today. And I think this is on as well. And I bring greetings. In the United States, maybe my voice is just loud enough without a microphone. It's very good to be here with you today. And to be back in Indonesia. My husband and I lived in Indonesia for 8 years, 4 years. But it has been 5 years since we have been here, and we are delighted to be back with you today. Now, my topic today is lesson planning, but first, do we have our PowerPoint? Let's see our PowerPoint first. While we are getting our PowerPoint started, let me see your hands. Indonesian students, how many of you know how to plan an English lesson? Raise your hand. Oh, good. Everyone will come to you for advice. Okay. How many of you have started to learn how to plan an English lesson? A few of you. Okay. And my students also have started to learn how to plan an English lesson. Well, our talk today is titled, Less is More. Is it okay if I walk down here? Okay. Now, a lot of times I go to universities where they have to make a lesson plan that is 5, 6, 7 pages. And, oh yes, maybe here. Oh dear. That can be good to learn, but when you are in the classroom, You probably cannot follow 7 pages of lesson plans. So we want to teach you a lesson planning and assessment format that we call less is more. And I also want to say something, especially to the director of your program here. Some of the information that I will be talking about today is from my new book that is coming out in a couple of months, published by TESOL Press, called English Language Teaching Basics. So we're going to focus on basics here today. The basic of preparing a lesson, and then the basics of assessing student learning. That's what we will talk about. My own teaching, let's see. Okay, let's see if I can just load all of this. I have lived in many countries. Oops. I have lived in many countries. Who knows the first one? Second one? Third one? Fourth one? And then back to, can you see the map? Brazil. And then back to Indonesia. And the last one? Kenya. Very good. I have lived in and taught English in many different places. And one thing I know that is the same everywhere is that good teachers need to have a plan. That does not change. So we're going to talk a little bit today about lesson planning. I call my format in my new book AAA lesson planning. 3 words that begin with A. Aims. If you are trying to hit something, you have an aim. You have a goal. So what is the goal? What is the aim? That is where you begin. What is the aim? You have a handout. Everyone has a handout, and you will be filling in the handout as we go through this lecture. The second A is activities. What activities will students do in order to arrive at the goal, in order to reach the aim, in order to hit the target? What activities will they do? And finally, how will you assess? How will you determine if the students achieved the aim? Very simple. Aims, activities, assessment. We're going to talk about all 3 of those this morning. I will talk about aims and activities, and Dr. Beard will talk about assessment. Aims. Every lesson plan for language acquisition begins by asking one question. What language and skills do I want students to learn, practice, and use? Make sure you fill in your handout. What do I want students to learn? What language should they be practicing? That is the simple question that should start our lesson planning. Aims can go by other names. Sometimes we call them objectives. Sometimes we call them goals. We might call them targets. It all means the same thing. Where are we going? Where do we want to end up? What language and skills do we want students to learn, acquire? Here are some examples of statements of aims. Students will use past tense forms when telling what they did last month. This is an aim. This is a goal. This is an objective. Students will use past tense forms. And it tells the condition when they are talking about what they did last month. What is the goal? What is the condition? Another. Students will create questions about past activities using the structure, what did you do on a date? So we want students to create questions using past, using the structure, what did you do? And one more aim. Students will produce the TH sound. And let me ask another question. How many of you know IPA? Indonesian students, do you know the International Phonetic Alphabet? Not yet? Maybe you have not learned that yet. Okay. The first sound there is the vocalized TH sound, the. And the second is the unvoiced TH sound, thing. Okay? So, maybe as a part of my lesson, I want students to produce those sounds. Language lessons often have several aims. For example, the aims above could go together in a lesson in which students tell each other about their past activities. You might have students working in pairs, asking each other questions about their past activities, and you might be working on all three of those aims. Okay? Let me go back. Now, I'm going to put up the last slide again. And my students, I want you to look around. There could be places where more people arrived and they are not sitting next to one of you. If so, maybe be willing to move. But here's what I want you to do. Get in a group of some Indonesian students and at least one American student. And I want you to ask each other if you have any questions about this. And I want you to think of a question to ask me. What would it be like to use this in a classroom? And think of a question that you might want to ask me, okay? But I'm only going to give you a few minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, so you will talk quickly. So gather in a group, ask each other if there's anything you don't understand, and then prepare if you have a question for me. Go. It's very tricky. You have to hold it just right. till 10.
Maybe at 5 or 10 is okay. So yeah, quite sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because there will not be time then. Okay.
Yeah. Because the beginning, I mean the opening is quite quite late.
Can we go a little longer?
Yeah, maybe
Maybe till 10:30 or?
30. Let me ask the
Okay.
Cek cek tes. Halo, satu.
I thought.
Cek. Tes tes.
Okay. Unfortunately, we do have to speed along. And if you came up with some questions, then later I want you to come to me and ask me, okay? So you hang on to your questions. Okay, everyone, once again, now we'll go on to activities. Student understanding of new words and structures will come as they use them. One problem in English teaching is teachers explaining things. Do you know that that's a problem? Why could it be a problem when teachers want to explain everything? Anyone, tell me, why could that be a problem? Some of you are thinking, wait, isn't that the teacher's job to explain everything? No, not if you're a language teacher. That is not your job. What is the problem when teachers take a lot of time to explain everything? Anyone know? What's the problem? Then who talks in the class? The teacher. Who does not talk in the class? The student. Who needs to learn English and talk in the class? Hopefully the teacher already knows how to speak English. The teacher does not need practice. The students need practice. The whole class should be about the students using English. And that's what the activities are for. So we want classroom activities to be communicative. This is a graphic that you have on your handout that explains the part of a lesson. I'm going to talk about each part. Comprehensible input is language that students hear, that is at their proficiency level. And interaction is when they use language and talk to each other or to the teacher. Feedback. The teacher needs to provide feedback for students so they can improve their language use. In a future seminar, maybe I can come back and talk about feedback because it's very important. And leveled output. We want students to produce language at their level. We want meaningful and authentic language use. We want to build relationships in the classroom. We want to value each other and have real conversations. We want a low-stress environment. Do you know that if your students are worried about a test, they will not learn English very well? If there is a lot of stress, they will not learn English well. We are not going to think and share now. We're going to look at a couple of specific areas of planning. I think we are going to skip over pair and group tasks. Later, I can send your English department all the answers if you don't get them today, okay? So I would like to move on to scaffolding. Scaffolding. When we first came to Indonesia, we were amazed at the bamboo scaffolding. Bamboo is a simple material, but all the scaffolding to build buildings is made out of bamboo, and it works well, right? Or do they fall sometimes? I think it works pretty well. So just like we use scaffolding to build a building, we as teachers scaffold for learners so that they can learn English. We help them step up, just like a scaffold does. We help them climb. We help them go up. We can use sentence frames and starters. Here are some examples. When you want students to produce language, you give them a sentence frame. You write what they should say, putting in some blanks, so they are able to say it. Or a starter. The teacher might write on the board, "My favorite pastime is blank." That is a starter. So sentence frames and starters are a scaffold. Alternative texts. Sometimes we want to plan for students to have an easier reading. Maybe a reading that is partly in Indonesian, so then they can read it better in English. An outline. We might provide for them an outline before they listen to a lecture in English, so they can follow along. An outline is another type of scaffold. Visual supports. We can bring in real objects. We can bring in pictures. All of those, we can use graphics. Those can help. Here is an example of a graphic. If you are teaching the words snack and meal, you might create a graphic like this. Less food, more food. Snack, appetizer, feast, meal, dinner, lunch, and it is all food. What is this kind of visual called? Who knows? This kind of visual has a name. Okay, turn and tell your neighbor. I think my students know what that visual is. It is a Venn diagram. A Venn diagram can be used to compare and contrast. Okay, now I want us to look at a sample lesson. You have a lesson in your handout that is one of my English lessons. It is published in a TESOL Press book, and I call it Vacation Complainers. Do you know any complainers? You know people who complain? Do you complain? You do? Okay, we all complain sometimes. That's true. In this lesson, students will imagine that they are on a vacation and that they hear people complaining. And when people are complaining, they are saying things using the construction to, adjective to. For example, I recently visited Germany. I enjoyed being in a quaint town in the wintertime, but I heard some people complaining. It's too cold to walk around town. To, adjective, to. The streets are too dark at night to see where you're going. To, adjective, to. A vehicle is too expensive to rent. To, adjective, to. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to make groups of Indonesian students with one American in your group. Maybe you'll have to move around a little bit. And the Indonesians in the group need to think of a place in Indonesia and the kind of complaints you might hear. Think of at least 3 sentences using to, adjective to, that might be complaints about that place in Indonesia, okay? I'm going to give you at least 5 minutes to do this because the Indonesians will have to think of a place and you will have to think of these sentences and then you will have to share all of that with your American friend. Okay? And there are some people in the back that don't have anyone sitting there. So if some of you towards the front can kind of get in bigger groups and then somebody go towards the back, that would be great. Okay, go ahead, get started. Okay. Yes. It's okay. We will still try to end before 10:30. But I wanted to make sure to give you some time to. Okay, thank you.
check, check. Check, check.
Mati.
Check, check. Test, check, check. Lu, satu.
Okay, one more minute. Finish in 1 minute, and you should have at least 3 phrases, 2 adjective 2 for your location in Indonesia. Pak, can we get another microphone to go around so different groups. One Indonesian in the group can stand up, tell us the place in Indonesia that you chose, and tell us your 3 complaining sentences. So, raise your hand if you are willing to share.
Okay, raise your hand, please. Anyone?
Don't be shy. Someone start us off. Okay, up here, Pak.
Where's
Or
that?
back there or up here.
Okay.
Okay, for the first, our sentences is
Wait. Where? Where is your place in Indonesia?
Madura.
Madura.
Yes.
Okay.
For the first sentences, I take Madura for the place. Madura is too hot to visit by a tourist.
It's too hot to visit. Okay.
Yeah. And the second, I took Bali as the sentences. As my sentences is Bali is too popular to visit by us. I mean, there are many tourists there, so we as Indonesian lazy to go there because it's so crowded over there.
Too full.
Yes,
to
too
visit.
full.
Okay.
Okay. The last is I take Bromo Mountain. It's too dangerous to pass by motorcycle.
Oh dear. Oh, by motorcycle. Oh dear.
Yes.
Because
Do you see what I mean?
we are going there,
Oh.
but not by motorcycle. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you. Okay, someone else.
Anyone else,
Okay,
please,
back
from
here.
other groups?
Back here.
Okay, hello. First, I will introduce myself. My name is Sinta. So I will. What is it?
Wait.
Yeah?
Everyone, listen, please.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Excuse me, everyone. Hello. Well, my name is Sinta. So I want to share about my story. I just visited Batu Secret Zoo. Have you ever heard about Batu Secret Zoo? Yeah. Okay. So I want to complain about these places because, well, I just want to visit the Batu Secret Zoo, but I have to pay the package of that. So I have to visit the tree. I have to pay for the package that consists of 3 places, but I just want to visit the Batu Secret Zoo. And also the Batu Secret Zoo is
So,
Yeah?
2, adjective 2.
Oh yeah. The Batu Secret Zoo is too wide to walk.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, too wide to walk. So you need to I think to chase to go around all of the corner. I took that. Okay,
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, someone else. Over here.
Yeah. Anyone? Please, one of you, please.
Okay, hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Cynthia. I am from West Borneo. Yeah. Yes. West Borneo is too hot because the season is.
Okay, wait. Where is the place?
The place is Tugu Katulistiwa.
Is that on Java?
No, Kalimantan.
Kalimantan.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Continue.
Yeah. The place, the tourism place of Kalimantan is, one of them is Tugu Katulistiwa.
Okay.
Yeah, if we want to come there, we have to go with motorcycle, by
Okay.
motorcycle, only 2 hours.
Okay.
2 hours. And then the season is too hot, miss.
Okay, 2, adjective 2.
Too hot to.
Too hot to what?
Too hot to walk.
Too
walk.
hot to survive?
Yes. To survive. Walk, miss, walk.
Oh, thank you. Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
If we too hard to walk.
Thank you. Perfect. Okay, someone else. One more. Okay, over here.
Okay, my name is Olivia, and your group has, what is it? In the Bali, it's too hot to go outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but
And
we're going to Bali. Anything else we should worry about?
this hometown is near from Bali.
Oh,
actually,
okay.
on the
Okay.
Banyuwangi. Okay, and the second is too noisy to sleep in the noon.
Okay.
Maybe in the every places in Indonesia.
Okay, it's too noisy to sleep. Every
Yeah.
place in Indonesia. Okay.
Okay, the last is too hard to walk.
Too
in the
hot to
Malang.
walk?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think it's
A lot
because-
of you think it's
because
too
the-
hot to walk.
Because
Okay.
the traffic may be very fast or something like
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe
Thank you
we
so
will do
much.
one more. Over here.
From here.
Oh, okay, we'll do two more then. One here. Okay, go ahead. Let's do more. Oh, yes, go back there.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anggun. Hi, ma'am. Hi, everyone. Yeah. So, Jakarta, I've never go to Jakarta, but my friends did.
Okay.
He told me that Jakarta's food is too expensive to buy.
Okay.
Yeah, and Jakarta is also too crowded to visit.
Ah.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
My
Okay.
pleasure.
We have one more over here, I think. Oh, we have a couple more over here. Okay.
So please don't go to Jakarta next time. Yeah.
I want to tell one place, I think. In Batu.
Batu.
Yeah,
Batu?
Batu. It's too crowded to go around when it's weekend.
It's
No.
too crowded to go around in the weekend?
In the weekend, yep.
Okay.
Until the local people in there is lazy to go outside.
Okay. Thank you.
Weekend. Yep. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. One more over there. I think that group. Okay. Just maybe one or two more. Let's go quickly.
Okay, it seems like Mr. Omar, it's in Batu. It's too cold to take a bath.
It's too cold
Yeah,
to take a
it's
bath.
too cold to take a bath.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. For me is the city that I want to tell is Jakarta.
Just a minute. Respect.
This is Jakarta. Jakarta is too noisy to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a busy place.
Thank you. Was there one more over there that wanted to go? Okay. Last one. Last one.
My place is Bali. The water of Bali is too dirty to drink directly from the tap.
Dirty to drink. Thank you so much. So, we experienced just one activity so that students would use a particular structure. What did I do when some of you did not use that structure? I enlisted. Use the structure. To, adjective, to. This is an example of an activity to achieve a specific aim, to learn the structure, to, adjective, to. Thank you. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Megan Beard for assessment.
Okay, thank you very much for the inspiring materials given. Okay, now we come to very important also section or material in language learning, especially will be presented by Dr. Beard on assessing language learners. Okay, now the time is yours.
It is an honor to meet you and to be here in Malang in Indonesia. This is my first time to visit Indonesia, so I have been learning so much. Before I talk about assessment, I want to introduce myself. I met Dr. Dormer a few years ago when she visited, we'll go back to the beginning, number one. I met Dr. Dormer a few years ago when she visited in South Korea, and I was teaching in China. I visited South Korea to hear a seminar that Dr. Dormer was presenting. And from that time until now, we became, she was my mentor, giving me some advice about teaching in China. Then she became my professor. I became her student for 1 year, and I studied TESOL. And then now we have the privilege to work together teaching at Taylor University. So it is an honor to follow Dr. Dormer today as we talk about assessment. Before I talk about assessment, I'd like to share a few pictures to introduce myself and talk about my life. I was born in the United States. If you are familiar with America, I am from the East Coast. I was born in Pennsylvania. But I was just 5 years old when, I was just 5 years old when my family moved to South Korea. And I lived in South Korea until I was 16 years old. And then I went to America for university because I needed to go to university in English. After finishing university, I met my husband, and we have been married for 17 years. Yeah. We got married very, very young. I was only 22 years old when we got married. After 2 years, we had the opportunity to go from America overseas as teachers. But there was a problem. The opportunity was in South Korea. Remember, I told you I grew up in South Korea. I really didn't want to go back. I love South Korea, but the opportunity was together with my family. So I didn't want my father to be my boss at work. But my husband said we should go. And so we came to Korea, and we have been in Asia since that time. So for the last 15 years, these are all of the places that we have lived and worked and taught. And in every place, we have been English teachers. This is a picture of my husband. I want to show you my husband first. There's a delay. There we go. Okay. This is where we live right now. It is Jeju Island. Oh, maybe you have heard of Jeju Island before. Yes. It is very beautiful. We have a large volcano, Hala Mountain, in the center of our island. And in this picture, it is Hala Mountain in the background. And also, you can see an airplane coming in the background. Every day between Jeju Island and the mainland in Korea is more airplanes than any other route in the world. We have so many airplanes, we don't even have to buy a ticket in advance. We can just go to the airport like you would get on a bus to go to the next city. You just go to the airport and get on the plane. It's so many airplanes. So when we took our picture, we wanted to have an airplane in the picture. I also want to introduce you to my brothers and sisters. There are 5 children in my family. I am the oldest, and this means that I'm kind of like the little mom. I tell everyone what they should do, and they should listen to me. But to be honest, my youngest brother now is 25 years old. He doesn't listen to me anymore. This picture was taken at my sister's wedding, and you can see that we are all doing this heart sign. Yeah. In Korea, maybe you recognized when we were doing the picture taking this morning, 사랑해요, like 하트. We do it also in the big pictures too. So I like to share, whenever my brothers and sisters take a picture together, we always do one picture with the heart. As I mentioned, my favorite people, my very favorite people in the whole world are my nieces and nephews. My sister has 3 children, and my brother has 1 little boy, and 1 more boy is coming this year. And we are very excited to meet him. But to be honest with you, I love living in Asia, and I love teaching English. I would not change my job. But there is one thing that is challenging, and it is being away from my family. And so anytime I have the chance to speak to a group of students and teachers, I like to share about my family because I enjoy talking about them. I mentioned that my husband and I have lived in many places in Korea and also in China. This is a picture of one activity. This morning, Dr. Dormer shared one type of activity that you might do in an English lesson. This is a picture of a cooking activity that I did with some of my students. We were learning about breakfast food. And in Western culture, especially in the US, we have special food only for breakfast. For example, do you know what some of the special food for breakfast is? Maybe you can raise your hand and I'll point to you and you can say it very loudly. Toast, yes. Another one? Scrambled eggs, that's a very popular breakfast food. Another one? Pancakes. Pancakes is very good breakfast food. But there's also something that we eat a lot in Asia that is never a breakfast food in the United States. Maybe our Taylor students know what I'm gonna say. It is soup. Soup is never a breakfast food in America. So this is a culture difference. And in English conversation classes, not only can we learn English, but sometimes we can also do culture exchange, like we are doing today between our universities. And so this picture is an activity. My students had learned some information about American breakfast. And then we made American breakfast together. And their language goal, their aim, was to explain, compare the difference between Asian breakfast and Western breakfast. So they had to use some food vocabulary, and they had to use some structures to compare the same and different. Now, I could have given my students a test at the end of this unit. I could give them a piece of paper and I could write some questions and ask them, choose the right answer, and then I take it home and I grade it. I could have done that, but our aim, our purpose for this lesson was for students to use language, for them to be speaking. And so when I want to assess, I want to find out, can my students speak and compare Western breakfast and Chinese breakfast? Actually, a test on paper was not the most effective way for me to find out if they could do this. And so we had this activity in class, and then their test, I'll show you a picture of their test. This young lady in the bottom corner came and gave her test to me. I had some food prepared on the table, and she had food in front of her, and she was telling me about the breakfast that she ate that day and the American breakfast on the table in front of her. And so I could evaluate and I could find out, can she compare? Can she tell me what is the same and what is different? Can she use the correct food vocabulary? This was more effective than a paper test. And so you can see, we have some pictures here. Maybe when we think of assessment, we think it must be a test on paper, something like this. We take a pencil, we choose the right answer. But actually, if our aim is for students to use language, for the students to speak and read and write and listen, if that is our aim, then our activities, just like today, students should use language. And our assessment, our evaluation at the end, must evaluate students while they are using the language, speaking, listening, reading, or writing. And so today, for our final section, this seminar, we are going to practice one way that we can assess students while they are using language. Okay, so I'm going to give you some instructions first, and then I'm going to send you into your group for you to follow the instructions. So in your packet, on page 9, you can see a chart. At the top of the page, it says formative assessment, but the chart is in the middle. We are going to use this chart to evaluate our own language today in our groups, okay? And on this chart, this is an example of how you can check to see if your students are improving, if they are getting better. And so you might use a chart like this for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and you are checking your students on the same language over time. Maybe you have class on Monday and Wednesday. So on Monday, you use this chart, and some of your students don't yet use the language very well, but they come back on Wednesday, and you do another activity with the same language, and you can use this chart again to check and see, did they improve? And then maybe again next week on Monday, you check one more time, and the next week on Wednesday, a new activity with the same language, you check one more time. And then maybe after 3 or 4 weeks, you give them a formal assessment, but you can still use this chart because you still want them to use the language while you are evaluating their skill, okay? So we're gonna practice this in our groups, and this is what I want you to do. Actually, can we model together? Yeah. So in your group, you will have 2 students doing a role play, and 1 student being the teacher. And you can change and take turns of who does what, okay? So the 2 students who are doing the role play, 1 student should ask the other student, what is your morning routine?
My morning routine is to get up and drink coffee.
Okay, and then you ask another question. What is your roommate's morning routine?
My roommate's morning routine is to prepare coffee for me.
Okay, so the 2 students who do the role play, 1 person should ask these 2 questions, and the other person will answer. And then you change. And the answer person will now ask the question.
What is your morning routine?
I usually wake up and drink coffee.
And what is your roommate's morning routine?
This week, my roommate is Rebecca, and she drinks coffee with me. Okay, so 2 students will be using this dialogue. At the same time, a 3rd person in your group will use this chart to evaluate. And you take your pen, you want to write this down. You are checking two things in the language. First, subject-verb agreement. Does the student say, I go, or does the student say, I goes? This is incorrect, right? Subject-verb agreement is one thing that you will check. If the student has no problem with subject-verb agreement, what should you do on this chart? How can you mark it? What should you do? Maybe a check, yes. Or if you prefer a circle, something like that. So you can mark. If they have a little bit of difficulty, maybe eventually they speak correctly, but it takes some time. And then they can. So you can mark, student has some difficulty. Or maybe you can't do it at all. The student cannot do it at all. That's okay. This chart can allow you to assess. And over time, remember, our goal is not to discourage. This can show us how much we can learn in a short time, okay? From one time to the next time, okay? So, in your group, 2 people will do a role play.
And the rest of them could be marking, right?
Yes, can all be marking, okay? And then have another 2 people do the role play. So you can take turns being these 2 students and being the teacher. So everyone can get some practice with this kind of assessment. What questions do you have? Let me say this. If you have a question about this, you can ask the Taylor student who is in your group. And then if you need extra help, you can raise your hand. Okay, so let's go into our group now.
Yeah, maybe from previous group, I think it's okay. The same
Yeah,
group.
the same group is okay.
Yeah. Consists of 3 aspects: assessment of learning, for learning, and I don't know one more.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this one is an example of assessment for a teacher that can help us in better lessons. Because if I use this and I discover most of my students have some trouble, then I might do it again. Yeah, I might use the same language again for the next lesson. But if most of my students are clear, maybe I don't need as much practice, and I can go on to the next. Yeah.
So it's like also technology.
Right, exactly. And that information from this helps me to plan better lessons. Yeah, so this actually, from this data, then I go back to lesson planning, and I use this information to help me plan the lesson.
Circular, yeah?
Exactly.
It's kind of circular.
Exactly. I'm gonna see how they're doing.
Yeah. Well, 5 more minutes.
Okay, I'm just going to add about using observations and anecdotal evidence to add in here. Okay, let's come back to the front, and I would like to make some observations and share a little bit more how you can use this chart for assessment.
Okay, attention please.
So as you were listening, you might have some notes in your chart, either a check or a circle if you heard the correct grammar. Or you might have a check in the middle if the student was having some difficulty producing this grammar. So as you were listening, you were making an assessment and marking on this chart. But there is one more way that you can use this chart. You can make your own personal notes and add not a sentence, that's too much, but just a few words to help you remember, oh, the student said she go instead of she goes. Make a note. Okay, so you can write down this kind of observation, what you hear on this kind of chart. Okay? This is one tool that you can use to evaluate students' language, and it can be more effective for asking students to use language, read, write, listen, speak. This kind of assessment in a classroom can be more effective to evaluate these skills compared to a pen and paper test, especially for speaking, right? Okay, thank you so much. We are at the end of our time for our seminar. I very much enjoyed having a few minutes together today to learn about assessment. And I think Dr. Dormer has a few more words that she would like to share in closing.
Thank you. What is AAA lesson planning? What are the words? Tell your neighbor. Okay, I hope we have learned a little bit today about how less is more. We need good aims, we need good activities, and we need assessment. Now, we are going to move into something else. We are going to do another thing in groups before we go to the other parts of the cultural exchange, since you are currently in your groups. But first, you have been sitting, so stand up and stretch for 20 seconds. Go. Oh, can we get those handed out? Rod, can you help Lydia hand those out? No, you can help hand them out, actually. Okay. Tell your American in your group how you say in Indonesian, please sit down. Tell your American friend. Tell Rebecca. Okay. Now, you are going to learn how to use another kind of activity. It is called KWL. How many of you know what a KWL activity is? Okay, we have a lot to learn. KWL means we talk about what we know, that is K. Then we talk about what we want to know, that is W. And then we talk about what we learned, that is L. KWL. Now, this is a very special day because we have American and Indonesian students together, and you want to learn about each other. You want to learn about the other person's culture. You want to learn about the other person's religion. I think my American students have never been in a Muslim country before, most of them anyway. And maybe you are curious also about their religion. So here is what we do first. If you see under no, can you see under no? It says, what I know about my friend's culture. You can write something there. What I know about my friend's faith identity or religion. You can write something there. Then we have what I want to know. What I want to know about my friend's culture. What I want to know about my friend's faith identity or religion. We will not do learn yet. That comes later. But right now, I want you to take 5 minutes quietly to fill out K and W. What you know in those two areas and what you want to know. Everyone be quiet, think, and write. Not the time for talking yet. Be quiet, think, and write. Be quiet, think, and write. No talking. Megan, would you be willing to walk around and just help them know they're supposed to write right now? You are not talking now, you are writing. There are more handouts if anyone doesn't have one, because everyone needs to write. You are writing now, you are not talking. Make sure you write something. What I know about my friend's culture, what I know about my friend's religion, what I want to know about my friend's culture, what I want to know about my friend's religion. You must write in all 4 places.
Tertulis kalimat. Tinggal sudah assessment-nya sudah selesai pas setengah 9. Udah selesai assessment-nya.
you know something, but it is incorrect. Share what you know. And if it is not correct, your friend will correct you. Okay? And then you may move on to what you want to know and ask questions. So you may begin discussion when everyone has finished writing.
To cross check, yeah? To check your note, checking the notes now.
Well, now they're talking.
Mhm.
Now they're asking each
Oh,
other
asking each other,
questions.
right.
Yes. For example, Josiah may say, I know this about individual. And you all will say either, yes, that's correct, or
That's right. Yeah, you want to know about the American cultures, you can ask your, what is your name? Mendeley. Madeline, right? You can ask Madeline about cultures, eh? Okay. About what you want to know about culture.
But talk about no first.
Yeah, no first.
Check.
Yeah. Langsung ya. So it's time to check, it's time to interact, yeah, with your American friend, yeah, with your American friend. Terus kalau cerita understand. Itu sampingnya kan?
Ujian next activity-nya apa?
Yeah, we can practice in our class.
Yes, yes,
The credit course. Yeah, in speaking class. Yes.
And maybe after this they can share some of what they learned about American culture
Yeah,
from
very
their
good. Yes.
friends. Yeah.
So after this, what is the activity? Should one of the group, one of the member group report what they learned from their American friends? Or
I think that might take too long.
that's right.
I think if you want to, I will let you decide if you want to do that. But maybe we will want to get on to the dances,
Yeah,
and we have a finishing song.
Yeah.
And
Probably we
so-
can just close after this.
Yes.
We will have presentation, cultural presentation from Pak.
Oh, the
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
So, yes, yeah.
We can
I
try
think,
on the clothes.
yes, I think if we had students report, it would take too much time. And they are all learning in their groups. But that is a good way for you to follow up in your English classes. Have them report and give presentations on what they learned. That would be wonderful.
Yes.
We can do this practice in our teaching speaking class next
Yes.
time.
Yes.
We can use like a handout. Yeah. Maybe we can design one thing is different as for different places.
And then they can share about culture, activities, and everything.
Those are very good ideas.
Yep.
Langsung Pak Eko kita buatin sebentar, ya. Sama yang mandu apa dibalikan ke MC?
Langsung Pak Eko aja lah. Langsung dengan Pak Eko ya. Sip ya. Langsung.
Namanya yang manggil Pak Eko.
Sip. Ala-ala itu. Ala-ala kami dua juta itu. Jadi, ya bu, ini yang rumah. Tinggalan tinggal. Pak itu sudah ditingkat nanti. people called Bali and Hawaii are twin sisters. That's right.
I've never heard that before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They declare Hawaii and Bali are twin sisters. They look like in terms of geography, and yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah. Have you been there before?
I have been to Hawaii once.
In Oahu?
Yes, yes, in Oahu.
Okay.
My marching band in high school, we
Okay.
went to Hawaii for
Oh
a
my
trip, and we played music
Around
there.
6 hours from you can fly to Indiana.
It was, yeah, 6 or more, yeah. It was a long flight, but it's very beautiful there. And so I imagine that Bali is also very beautiful. Yes, I look forward to visiting. It is awesome.
Mantap Pak, keren moderatornya, moderatornya keren.
Mana usianya kemarin?
Mantap, lambung. Karena bayar dibantai beneran. Yang paling kritis itu ada namanya Pak Ashati. Ashati. Saya baru kenal beliau S1 S2-nya Sanata Dharma. Sanata Dharma kan aliran pos strukturalisnya berat dan beliau S3-nya dari Melbourne. Oh, di 1, 2 eksternal sudah bagus, sudah mengapresiasi. Beliau keren bantai beneran. Langsung down ya. Promotor saya langsung Prof Erna ya. Langsung tercengang. Japri saya. Sorot. Mohon jangan di depan ya. Ikuti saja sudah. Dan memang beliau aliran poststrukturalisnya sudah kental ya. Mulai dari Vygotsky, Borten, dibahas sama beliau. Tapi memang bagusnya riset saya ini kan tidak lazim di UNY, Pak. Di UNY itu rata-rata masih R&D. R&D. Sudah abstrak katanya. Kebanyakan teman-teman masih R&D. Diapresiasi bantai beneran. Sampai riset question saya juga dipertanyakan, landasannya apa ini itu? Theoretical foundationnya apa Anda ini? Please support it. Theoretical foundation yang sangat meyakinkan. Dan beliau hafal apa ya? Konsep cleansing, connelly narrative inquiry itu mantap, benam itu. Imagine community Anderson itu. Tapi seru Pak, saya banyak belajar dan baru tahu kalau UNY ini enaknya itu masih muda-muda, kritis-kritis. Ya memang yang Pak Sadi belum profesor, tapi menurut saya dia sudah seharusnya sudah tinggal nunggu waktu saja. Pak Sadi, alhamdulillah lancar, masukan etik sekarang proses mobil data. Aman ya, aman, tapi masih hasil ini ya. Ya sudah fix ya. Nanti kalau sudah lolos ujian proposal sudah aman.
maybe 2 or 3 more minutes?
Of course, go ahead. Yeah.
You have 2 more minutes to wrap up your conversations.
Biar ditanya turunnya vokal, jadi vokal. Itu kan juga enggak induk-induknya.
Saya induknya pakai Wenger.
Wenger.
Live and Wenger. Social theory of learning, community of practice, terus positioning theory. Urusan yang abstrak-abstrak.
Kayak road relay.
Mereka itu juga senang. Orang barat ini ya senang gitu. Senang. Kemudian praktis itu senang.
Hitung-hitung iki rong SKS gini.
Hah? Ngono ya, Hon?
Iya. Pertemuan kuliah lah.
Praktisnya ya iki.
I think we'll do a song to transition. We'll do Lean on Me.
Our head of English department will introduce Indonesian culture, and will perform one of Indonesian dance after this. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I know many of you are just getting started in some very interesting discussions. I'm sorry we have to bring it to a close, but notice the last part, what I learned. That is your homework. Tonight, I want you to think and remember and write what you learned, okay? My students will do that, and you can all do that. Now, as we move into our next part, we need to do something a little more active. I believe you have made some good friends here. I have my own good friend here, Ibu Ludia, and we are going to, but maybe not, can we pause the music first, okay? So we are going to sing the song, Lean on Me. How many of you know that song? I think there's no time. How many of you know that song? Okay, so,
It won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on your brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on.
So this is a song about friendship.
Did
you make some new friends today? Okay, so you will each get a partner in a minute, and these are the motions that you will do, but we will need the words, not the music yet.
just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. So lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend, and I'll help you carry on. For I know it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Now please, and find your partner.
Can we have
Brother, when you need a hand.
Well, it depends on how loud. Okay, now you can play the music. Okay, everybody get a partner. Get a partner. Okay, here we go. Okay, you can do it right here. Lean on me when you're strong.
I'll be your friend.
I'll help you
carry on, for I know it won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. So lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend, and I'll help you carry on. For I know it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. So lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. Yeah, I'll help you carry on. For I know it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. One more time. So lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For I know it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Silakan.
Okay, yeah. Thanks a lot.
Silakan duduk.
Okay, sit down, please. Yeah. Well, by the way, what do you feel now? Are you happy? Yeah, absolutely happy. I do believe that all of you are happy now. First, I think we would like to express our gratitude to the inspiring and wonderful presentation from Taylor University professors. Again, give them a round of applause. Okay, not only that, you also learn culture, you exchange different culture, American and Indonesian cultures. Now, we also want to present the Indonesian cultures, and I would like to invite the head of English department of Unisma, Pak Eko Suhartoyo. Pak Eko, it's time yours.
All right. Thank you very much, Pak Dr. Zulfikri. And thank you very much, Ibu Jan Dormer and Ibu Megan Bird, for a nice, interesting topic today. We'll learn something. Less is more. We have made so thick lesson plans before, and up to now, I think. Some of our students are teacher professional development, teacher profession program. They are practicing at school, creating lesson plan and teaching at school. Thank you very much. One round big applause for John Dorman and Megan Bird, please. Okay, now we come to the second session, which is a short presentation from our culture, Indonesia. Please help me with the PowerPoint, for example. Yeah. Now, Indonesia, as we know that it is a big country for us because it has many aspects in it. Yeah, our country, Indonesia, is the biggest, the biggest country in the world. It is ranked in the 14th biggest country in the world. And then our country contains so many islands. It's called with an archipelago country. Some of the people call our country is Nusantara. Yeah, I think Ibu Chandormar is already acknowledged that. Next, please. Bu Fitri, maybe you can help me with the slides. Yeah, next, Ibu. Yeah, the culture that we have, starting from the many tourism attraction, I think Ibu Jan Dormer has visited many well-known places, like they plan to go to Bali next week, and Bromo, it's a wonderful place to see the sunrises. And we have temples, yeah, from Hindu and Buddhism, yeah. One of the well-known places is Borobudur Temple in Middle Java. Next. Yeah, the next. Yeah, our motto is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, means unity in diversity. It means that even though we are from different tribes, ethnic, different languages we speak, we come together as a one nation, Indonesia, like in United States, I think, yeah. They come from 50 states, but they came into one United States of America. Next. This is traditional clothes that we have already prepared, Ibu Bapak. Maybe later, after this, you can see that and you can try to put it on after this presentation. As you can see on the screen, we see different kind of clothes from different culture in Indonesia. Yeah, it is usually used or wear on special occasion, like in wedding. Like Hannah told us today that in the hotel, she saw a wedding ceremony in the hotel. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, some of us, I saw Ibu Chandormer already wear kabaya. It's so wonderful to see Ibu Chandormer to put on that. Next. One kind of clothes that it is so popular is batik. I think everyone acknowledges batik. Batik is a special clothes, and it is officially confirmed by UNESCO as one kind of heritage. Yeah, as we know that batik has two patterns. The first one is what is that, stamp pattern made in the factory, while the second one is hand pattern. It's usually more expensive from the other one. Next is about kebaya. Nah, we know that kebaya is worn every formal occasion by women, not men. Always women, right? Kebaya, and it is a kind of distinctive cloth from Sundanese, Javanese, and Balinese women. Yeah, it is made of silk, cotton, and semi-transparent brocade. And the combination of kebaya is sarung. It's called sarung. Yeah, women also wear sarung, to combine with kebaya. And the next one is peci, or special cap worn by Pak Alvan. Yeah, Pak Alvan, would you please kindly stand up to show your peci? Yeah, Pak Alvan is wearing peci. It is known as kopiah or songko. It is our national things. You can see in Indonesia or maybe in Malaysia, you can see some people, especially men, wearing peci. Next is blangkon. Blangkon is a traditional headdress for males commonly seen in Javanese island. I think you wear blangkon. Would you please stand up, Mas? Thank you very much. That is blangkon. Next is food, something spicy compared to American style. Yeah, our food is known as spicy and yeah, strong in taste. Yeah, that is Indonesian food. Next. The next is tumpeng. Yeah, it belongs to food, kind of food. Tumpeng is made of rice. Yeah, it is specially served in Java tradition. The processed rice is used generally in the form of yellow rice, yellowish rice. That's tumpeng. It is usually served in the big event like today. We are already preparing our tumpeng for you. Yeah, later you can taste it, not just seeing on the picture. Great, next. Jamu. Nah, this is our special distinctive drink or beverage. Yeah, it's made of herb medicine. Yeah, from a lot of ingredients such as roots, barks, flowers, seeds, leaves, and fruits. And jamu is already officially acknowledged by the Ministry of Health in our country. Cenil. You know cenil, Ibu Bapak? Yeah, maybe some of us already know cenil. It is indigenous snack from Java. Overall, it tastes sweet, yeah, and it's sticky to our tongue. And we are already prepared that. You can taste it after this. Next. Yeah, after this, we are going to present you and ask you come along to dance with our traditional dance. We have so many traditional dance, but we already prepare one traditional dance from Maumere. We will show you together to dance Maumere. Yeah, I think that's all from us. Thank you very much for having with us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let's stand up and dance, Maumere dance. Mbak Nadiatun Kamila, the floor is yours. Would you please stand up here? Ada penuturan koreo to the left, to the left, to the left.
For American students, please come forward. We give you special space on the front. American students, yes. In front. And other students can take place in the middle of the hall. Make sure that you have enough space for you to move, yeah? Ma Nadia, the floor is yours.
Maybelline Fit Me Fresh Tint. One step fresh and bright look. Fit Me Fresh Tint. Aqua.
Rokosa.
Okay, so for all the participants, please kindly once again stand up because we will have one more dance, American line dance, okay? Okay, you still spirit for dance? Okay, amazing.
Music, Mas Ferry. What is the title of the soundtrack?
With music or not?
With music or not? What is the title? Cotton? Oh, Cotton Eye Joe, Mas Ferry, ya. Cotton Eye Joe.
But I've been forgotten, I Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come?
No video, hanya musiknya saja, Mas Ferry.
Okay, Mas Ferry, only music without video, Mas Ferry.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? But I've been forgotten, I Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
not strong enough to dance. Yes. Yeah, yeah. It's more than Zumba actually, Bunia, ya. Okay. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, now please, if you want to try to wear our traditional cloth or cultural cloth from Taylor University, USA, please come to forward and then you can look and then try to wear our traditional cloth or cultural cloth. There are some cultural clothes in front.
Yes, we invite all of you from Taylor University to try to wear our traditional clothes from Indonesia. You can come forward.
Okay.
Yes, and also Professor Dormer also, you can try our traditional clothes.
The clothes are from any places from Indonesia. There are some cultural clothes from other ethnic groups in Indonesia, and you can choose then try to wear. Or you want to try that I am wearing right now? And to all the participants, to all the committee, please help the students from Taylor University to try wearing the traditional clothes of Indonesia.
And yeah, we informed to Taylor University that we also provide a heritage from Indonesia. In the back, there is a wayang and then angklung and others. Then
You can play and look our Indonesian heritage after you try to wear the Indonesian clothes. Wow.
okay,
You become Indonesian
so
citizen for a
beautiful.
moment, yeah?
Okay, then we can take photo session together. Okay, everyone, are you ready to take a photo together?
Okay, so beautiful.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Once. 1, 2, 3.
Give applause to all Taylor University students that right now wearing our cultural
Once again,
clothes.
maybe. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you very much to all students and also our speakers from Taylor University. That was so amazing.
Yeah. Now you can go to the back and you can look our Thank you very much, and you can go back to your seat. You can go back to your seat. Okay, after taking the photo, please go back to your seat. Or maybe you can, if you want to look the Indonesian heritage like wayang and then angklung, you can go to the back. Or maybe playing it.
very common to have a sticker of your university and put it on your laptop. So you may come up and take a sticker of
Okay.
Taylor University if you would like.
For the MC maybe, man. For the MC.
Oh no 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 no, sabar sabar, antri, no. Kita bantu untuk bagi semuanya dapat. Semua dapat, semua dapat. Sabar, sabar. Oke, Indiana, oke.
For students, you can make a good line,
one.
yeah.
One students, one sticker.
Make a good line to catch the sticker, to get the sticker. Please kindly make a good line for students. Make a good line. Baris, baris.
Ini bagus nih, ini bagus.
Make a good line, guys.
Baris, ya, guys.
Baris, guys, baris.
Baris, oke. Yang mau silakan.
One man, one sticker. Mr. Randy, one man, one sticker.
Ada yang belum? Oh iya. Ada yang belum silakan. Ini belum? Nah. Ada yang belum? Oh iya ini ya. Taruh di laptop ya. Ini kalau beli mahal. Ini kalau beli mahal ya. Ini kalau beli mahal, pesawatnya aja udah mahal. Ya boleh. Yes, sure. Oke. Yes. Ada yang belum dapat? Sini. Oke. Udah, Mas, dapat? Sudah? Sudah ya? Satu aja. Only one. Udah dapat, Mas? Oke, good. Belum? Udah. Oh yeah, we are responsible. Okay. Oh, yes.
Dr. Beard really likes that set. Could she buy it?
Oh, okay. If you like that, you can just take it. It's okay.
Are you sure
Yes.
she can buy it?
No need.
Are you sure?
Yes. Actually, that it's mine.
Oh,
it's mine, and just it's gift for you for free. Yes. Okay. I'm so happy that I can give this clothes to you. I am honored. You will always remember us. And
It is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. It's from Makassar. It's
Makassar.
Yes, Makassar. Okay. Sorry, Prof. Dormer, can I have one request?
Yes.
I need to take one video. Maybe from, Prof. John Dormer or Megan to publish our English Education Department.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
because we now recently opened the students enrollment. Yeah.
Okay.
New students coming and entering, studying in our department. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes.
What
Maybe
do you want us to say?
You just invite the viewers to join with us, study here with us. Maybe it takes only 1 or 2 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it okay?
Can you ask us questions?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Also, I mean,
Yeah.
we can say
Okay,
some things
yes,
also, but
yeah.
you can also ask us
Okay,
questions.
yes, sure,
Yes.
of course.
When do you want to do it? Right now?
Maybe after we have lunch.
Yes.
After this we have
Yes,
lunch.
we can do
Okay,
that.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
What was your name again?
My name is Fepti.
50.
Okay,
Yes,
hope you will always remember me.
Yes, I will.
To all students, participants, because we have finished our agenda, please have a seat. go back to your seat, please.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Okay.
If you already watch the Indonesian heritage, please go back to your seat. And we're gonna close our opening ceremony agenda. Please have a seat. And then after the opening ceremony closed, later you can look and play again the Indonesian heritage after the agenda over.
Please kindly be seated again in your position.
Tutup, selesai, terus diminta untuk turun ke bawah. Pak.
Terus setelah itu?
Nggak ngerti. Selesai. Setelah
Mereka
selesai.
pulang.
Suruh turun ke bawah.
Setelah pulang.
Pulang kayaknya.
Kalau di schedule-nya lunch terakhir.
Di sini aku nayangin video sebentar.
Before penutupan.
Before after penutupan, Pak. Habis ini. Kita mau pamit maksudnya sebagai host. Setelah host pamit apa sebelum host pamit?
Jadi recap sih rangkumannya hari ini ya Bu enaknya.
Sebelum pamit aja. Sebelum kayaknya.
Itu terakhirnya see you next time.
Oh, ya udah tutup dulu, Pak. Our recap for this agenda.
Okay, please have a seat, everybody. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have finished our opening ceremony in this prestigious event, guest lecture and cultural exchange in English Education Department, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Universitas Islam Malang. Please give a big applause for all of us. An amazing moment for us here today, and this is the unforgettable moment. And then after this, maybe you can go down to the second floor for having lunch, okay? And after this, there is also the video recap of our today's activity. And for us, as the master of ceremony, we would like to say thank you very much for your nice attentions, for your attendance in this agenda, and we also say sorry if you found any mistakes from our words, our behavior. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you very much for your information. Untuk mahasiswa bahasa Inggris ini acaranya sudah selesai. Yang lunch itu nanti punya, okay? Okay, so thank you very much for your participations. Okay, well, it's amazing. It is such an honor for us to have a masterpiece. Okay, it's one masterpiece from Ibu Jan Dormer. What school leaders need to know about English learners. Okay, it's amazing. Kindly once again give applause for Professor Jan Dormer and team. Thank you very much. Okay, students, thank you so much for your time, for your participations. So you can leave the hall.
Can we teach a Thanksgiving song for the food?
Oh, yes.
Can we sing a thank you? Oh, down there. Yes. Down there. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so before going home, please kindly see the recap of our activity. It is such memorable activity, guest lecture, and cultural exchange hosted by our beloved study program. So see you next time. Hopefully we will conduct this program annually. Yes, with you again, inshallah, next year. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye-bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So thank you so much untuk mahasiswa PPG ya. For the pre-service teachers, thank you so much for coming and support our program. Hopefully we can have such fruitful agenda in the upcoming time. Thank you.